Hi, I'm Leslie Jefferson, a certified nutrition specialist on the Healthy Living team at Giant Food. This video is all about ways to boost or support a healthy immune system, specifically through food and lifestyle habits. Our team is here to support you in whatever your health goals may be. It could be managing diabetes or maintaining heart health, eating on a budget, or maybe just ways to try something new. We offer a wide variety of services that you can access on giantfood.com/ healthy living. So today's topic is immune boosting foods. This video will be under 30 minutes and includes supporting materials and references like a shopping list and recipe ideas. I'll go over all of those at the end. Before we get started, just a couple of things to keep in mind. Although this class is called Immune Boosting Foods, it's important to note that not one single food or nutrient can boost our immune system. Our immune system is complex and requires many different aspects of our lifestyle to be in tip top shape, and that will help it work properly. So keep those things in mind because what you eat is important. It's a very important component to good immunity. In this video, we will focus on how food and nutrition will support a healthy immune system. But it's also very important to take into account all of the lifestyle factors and look at a holistic view of your entire lifestyle and body, especially during a health challenge. So it's important to talk to your healthcare provider. That is always a good idea. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's really get started because let's dive in because the immune system is quite interesting. So, our immune system is wonderful because our bodies have a number of built-in defense mechanisms, to keep foreign invaders from entering and making us feel sick. So let's take a look at how the immune system works from the outside in. So, externally, the skin is the first layer of defense. Since there are a high turnover of cells, about 30 to 40,000 skin cells each day turn over. So, it's no wonder that bacteria would have a hard time entering our bodies. And since so many cells are, sloughing off each day, that makes a difference and helps our body to stay healthy. The next one is our tears. Our tears are another source of defense. They contain lysosomes, which are special enzymes that can kill off bacteria. Who knew? So, crying isn't always such a bad thing. Think about when you have allergies. And then when we go internally, we're going to look at some internal functions like our respiratory tract. It has tiny hair structures called cilia that help to trap bacteria and other particles in our mucus. When we cough or if we have some phlegm, this mucus often gets swallowed, and once it reaches the stomach, the strong acids there usually destroy most of the bacteria and the viruses. That's fantastic. So then we have more help from the gut. This is often referred to as our own immune system. As mentioned, the pH in the gut makes it a highly acidic environment. So it's very difficult for bacteria and viruses to thrive there. So finally, the smallest but the most powerful of all of our helpers in the system are our immune cells themselves, specifically the white blood cells, the WBC, and the helper T cells that are designed to be the surveillance. They go in, they look through our bodies, attack and kill off any foreign invaders, all without even knowing it. We don't know what's going on. And that's happening automatically every day. Pretty cool stuff. Now that we know how our bodies work along with the immune system, let's see how food can help. First up are antioxidants. Antioxidants are molecules that fight free radicals in your body and reduce their impact, which may help you to stay healthy or bounce back faster if you do get sick. Free radicals are compounds that can cause harm if their levels become too high in our bodies. They're linked to multiple diseases, including diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Your body has its own antioxidant defense mechanisms to keep free radicals in check. However, antioxidants are also found in food. So we have a dual combat going on here in our bodies and in our food. The specific antioxidants in food we're looking for are beta carotene, which converts to vitamin A in the body, carotenoids, a type of antioxidant that is responsible for pigments or color in fruits and vegetables, as well as vitamin C and E. Foods rich in beta carotene and other carotenoids include foods that are rich in that orange color or even with reddish tints in them, like apricots, cantaloupes, carrots, nectarines, peaches, pumpkin and squash, sweet potatoes, my favorite, watermelon even, and your deep green veggies like asparagus, broccoli, kale, and collard greens, and one-offs like beef liver and beets. Vitamin C is also that well known antioxidant and preventative agent against free radical oxidation in the body. Foods rich in vitamin C include broccoli, cantaloupe, kale, your cruciferous vegetables, orange juice, yellow pepper, strawberries, and tomatoes. Vitamin E helps to form red blood cells and widens blood vessels to prevent blood clots. It keeps our immune system strong against viruses and bacteria. Foods rich in vitamin E include almonds, corn oil, cod liver, hazelnuts, lobster, yay, sapphire oil, and sunflower seeds. My tip when it comes to antioxidants: keep a bag of spinach or kale slaw handy at all times. Keep it in the fridge because it's a perfect way to add a handful of antioxidants to everything: soups, smoothies, eggs, and even gives an extra boost to your salad. Next up are bioflavonoids, which act as an antioxidant and help increase immune system activation. Bioflavonoids are a group of what are called polyphenolic plant derived compounds, also called flavonoids. They interfere with the enzymes that can create those free radicals, as well as scavengers for those free radicals, meaning they deactivate these bad molecules before they can cause damage. And they protect and even increase the antioxidant defenses in the body. They may also aid in the transport or activity of more powerhouse antioxidants like that wonderful vitamin C throughout the body, which is why they are really our partners in crime. They really help us out. Those bioflavonoids are found in the pulp and in the white cord that runs through the center of citrus fruits. They are in green peppers. They're found in lemons, limes, oranges, cherries, and grapes. And guess what? Almonds too. One bioflavonoid of note is quercetin. Quercetin is a highly concentrated bioflavonoid, and it's found in one of my favorites, broccoli, citrus fruits, and red and yellow onions. Experts claim they may exert many benefits and have a great effect on our health, including the protection against various diseases such as osteoporosis, lung cancer, cardiovascular disease. Bottom line, these flavonoids may have the potential to help with disease prevention and other issues related to the oxidative stress and inflammation like allergies and asthma. My tip here is to make your bioflavonoid source fun. Grapes, keep it simple because they contain bioflavonoids, and cotton candy grapes taste just like candy. What a sweet, fun treat for the whole family to get a dose of those bioflavonoids. Next up is glutathione. Ooh. Glutathione is a molecule found naturally in the body, and it's produced by the liver and is made up of three amino acids: L-cysteine, glycine, and L-glutamate. It helps to maintain the body's defense system and fights infection. Foods rich in glutathione are those wonderful cruciferous vegetables, my favorites, like Brussels sprouts and broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, spinach and asparagus, and then things like potatoes, peppers, carrots, avocados, squash, and melons. My pick here is riced cauliflower. We have this a lot in my home. I keep it on hand and to add an extra boost to veggies and to add that glutathione. I add it to rice and stir fries and even dishes with white sauces like Alfredos and mac and cheese. Next up, let's talk about phytochemicals. They are also an immunity booster, which are found in all plants and grains and have the potential to stimulate the immune system. Whole grains are high in phytochemicals and fiber, one of my favorites, and may reduce the risk of stroke, diabetes, and colorectal cancer, which is why the dietary guidelines for Americans recommend making at least half of your grains whole. Whole grains are made up of three parts. They have the bran, that contains fiber and wonderful B vitamins, the germ, more of those good B vitamins, protein and minerals and good fats, and finally the endosperm. These nutrients slow down digestion, help to manage glucose levels, and lower cholesterol and can help keep you satisfied so you're not munching all the time. Phytochemicals are also high in those foods like apples, Brussels sprouts, garlic, legumes, onions, soybeans, herbs and spices, and nuts and seeds. So, like we said, whole grains are a top pick for phytochemicals, but my pick is actually cinnamon. Cinnamon and spices are chock full of antioxidants, so sprinkle it in your morning oats, add it to baked goods, whole grain baked goods for even more phytochemicals, or add to your apples for your afternoon snack. So, next up, we have protein. Protein is needed to build and repair the body's tissues and fight viral and bacterial infections. So, when we're choosing protein options, we want to choose lean sources more often. This means that we're choosing items that are low in saturated fat, the kind of fat that is usually unhealthy for your heart. So, healthy choices include lean meats, poultry, eggs, seafood, nuts, beans, and low fat dairy. There are plant based options, including plant based meat and dairy alternatives, and they could be great for following that vegetarian or vegan lifestyle. Or for those who are looking for some variety in your diets, just mix it in. Meatless Mondays, right? Make sure to take a look at the food label to ensure you're choosing healthy options, or connect with the nutritionist if you're not sure. The dietary guidelines for Americans recommends consuming seafood also, and seafood options having them 2 times a week. So seafood is a great source of lean protein and provides heart healthy omega 3s. Next up are micronutrients. A well balanced diet can address most of your micronutrient needs, but if you suspect your diet is not providing you with everything you need, Maybe, for instance, you don't like vegetables. Taking a daily multivitamin can help fill in those gaps. I do think it's important to note that a multivitamin is really all that you should need. Taking mega doses of a single vitamin is not necessarily better unless directed by your doctor. If you're taking or considering taking any type of supplement, make sure you speak with a pharmacist or your physician. Supplements for immunity may not only be ineffective, but they may also interfere with other medications or treatments. Immune boosting claims are also not approved by the FDA, the Federal Drug Administration. So, what is my pick for micronutrients? Seeds. Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds. Sprinkling them freely on meals is like adding a multivitamin. Add them to salads, your morning meals, baked goods, in a smoothie, or as a crunch when you're having a dessert. We talked a lot about immunity boosters and specifics, but really, a balanced plate will ensure you're getting all of the nutrients you need to support a healthy immune system. Whenever we plan meals, we want to strive for balance. When we achieve balance, that is a healthy meal. So each time you eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, even a snack, aim for half plate fruits and vegetables for antioxidants, bioflavonoids, glutathione, vitamins and minerals, 1/4 plate of high fiber grains and starches for phytochemicals, fiber, and energy, and 1/4 plate lean proteins to help you heal and repair your body. So that means you have to find nutritious foods on the shelves. Finding nutritious products on the shelves or recipes that are balanced doesn't have to be hard. Just look for the stars. Guiding Stars. Guiding Stars is our nutrition guidance program that reads the nutrition facts labels and evaluates recipes so you don't have to. Products and recipes receive stars based on credits for things we want, like fiber, vitamins, minerals, and debits for most of those things that are nutrients of concern that we're looking at, like saturated fat, sodium, and sugars. Guiding stars are found on the price tag in the store. It's also found on product descriptions when you shop online and on the recipes in our Savory magazine. The program is also available as an app, so you could use it to scan products, that little barcode, and then you can see if you see a star. You can find Guiding Stars products in every category of the store, even snacks. And you can find the most nutrient dense options by using the stars. Our Savory magazine has Guiding Stars rated right on the recipe to guide you to better for you recipes. These are our picks to get all those immune boosting nutrients into your diet and on your plate. And don't worry, I'll link these recipes in the description below for you. Our first recipe inspiration is slow roasted salmon with citrus and herbs. Yum. Light and fresh, this recipe has vitamin C, bioflavonoids, lean protein, selenium and zinc, and magnesium to support a healthy immune system and satisfy your taste buds. Balance it out with a whole grain like brown rice and a side of vegetables like roasted asparagus, and see how a balanced plate gives you all the nutrients you need. It doesn't have to be hard. And if you're craving some Asian cuisine, this sesame beef rice bowl is a great immunity boosting recipe that receives a guiding star. Phytochemicals from the rice and edamame, zinc from the beef, and a lean protein from edamame and beef offer a nice balanced meal to support your immune system. So, immunity doesn't have to just come from your meals. Snacks are a great way to add nutrients to your day. So the sunflower seed snack mix makes for a tasty snack or even a quick breakfast. This snack is filling and delicious with the added bonus of protein and omega 3s. We talked a lot about food, I know, but like we mentioned before, food is just one component of a healthy immune system. Our lifestyle also plays a huge role in our immunity. So, first, let's talk about movement. We need to move more. All of us do. Movement is a natural immune booster. The long term health benefits of physical exercise are numerous. And when it comes to health and wellness and disease prevention, new research study published in the Journal of Brain, Behavior, and Immunity found that 20 minutes of daily exercise also has significant benefits on the body's immune system. They found that exercise improved the body's anti inflammatory response by activating that sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for releasing the hormones epinephrine and norepinephrine into the bloodstream. This activates a whole host of receptors just so the immune cells can start to get to work. Exercise slows down the release of stress hormones, and when our hearts start pumping, it helps to flush bacteria out of the lungs and the airways, and it can also get our white blood cells, the body's immune system cells that fight disease, it gets them circulating more rapidly to detect illness early than they might have before. The brief rise in body temperature during and right after exercise may prevent bacteria from growing and may also help the body fight infection better. This is similar to what happens when you have a fever. So make it your goal to aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity and make that each week. Or you can do 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week for optimum health. Next up is sleep. Yeah, we mentioned before that a lack of sleep may decrease the production of protective cytokines as well as infection fighting antibodies and cells. So we want to make it our goal to get 7 to 8 hours of good sleep each night. But how? Yes, I struggle too. Set up a positive sleep routine. Go to sleep at the same time each night to promote a healthy circadian rhythm. And set up a positive sleep environment. Make it dark and cool and use white noise if necessary. Some foods can also help promote sleep too. Complex carbs and lean protein, which are also immunity boosters, can help. So, next up, look at reducing your stress. When under stress, the cells of our immune system are unable to respond and consequently produce levels of inflammation that weaken our immunity and promote disease. Think about ways you might be able to reduce stress. Maybe it's yoga, meditation, or prayer that can help you reduce that stress. And of course, exercise. And even taking a few deep breaths for a minute is a great way and a quick way to help you relieve stress. Next up, hydration. This is near and dear to me. And as our bodies are over 60% water, and every major organ system relies on it to operate, including our immune system. So, drinking enough water is important and it helps keep you hydrated on a regular basis, especially when it's cold and flu season. Keep your immunity up by drinking plenty of water to stave off infection. Staying hydrated helps your body naturally eliminate toxins and other bacteria that may cause illness. The amount each person needs will vary, uh, though, by a variety of factors your weight, your physical activity level, time of year, maybe it's too hot, foods you eat, and there's many different reasons why. But usually 64 ounces is a safe number to stick by. And one last point about hydration. The first sign of dehydration is often that you feel tired. So if you have an afternoon slump, reach for water and not the caffeine. Next up, just know that you're not alone. The nutritionists here at the Healthy Living team are here to help, and so is the giant pharmacy. A tip top immune system can be rounded out by staying on top of your immunizations and vaccinations. So stop by a giant pharmacy to get your flu shot and all the vaccinations you need to keep your body healthy and strong. Our pharmacists are great at answering all of your immunization and medication questions. And then, if you don't have time to go into the store, we also have a podcast and we have episodes where we talk about boosting our immune system with our pharmacist and Dr. Chris Adamo, director of the Center for Integrative Medicine at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. So, check out the description below to have a listen to the podcast. This concludes our immune boosting foods class. Thank you for trusting the Giant Healthy Living team in your journey to better health. I hope you feel inspired to expand your plate and add some immune supporting favorites, maybe something new. Although our time is over today, I invite you to check out our other recorded classes, which cover a wide range of topics, including heart health, brain health, healthy eating, and so much more. Today's video is your first step. Your next step is to utilize the resources provided in the notes below, where you'll find more resources on revamping your shopping habits, including a recipe collection and other information, which will support everything you've learned today. There's even an option to email us with questions. You can schedule an appointment or follow up on social media for daily tips and inspiration on a wide variety of healthy living topics. I invite you to stay connected. We offer a wide variety of free resources, including store tours, webinars, cook alongs, and more, all of which you can access on giantfood.com/healthy living or in the notes section of this video. We've taken the philosophy that health is for everyone, and it's the little things we do every day that add up to giant rewards. So start today. Start small or big. Just start. Thanks again, and reach out with any questions. And most of all, stay well.